Welcome to Anvil Hunting. I'm BJ Holdsworth. In May 2013 we welcomed Andrew from Poland. We were pretty excited to have Andrew here because he was our first Polish visitor. As it turned out, Andrew was the perfect ambassador for his country. A keen hunter-gatherer, a successful hunter and fisherman, and well, we were going to try and add to the successes in his hunting foray. Coming up right now is how Andrew's red stag hunt went. It was a misty old morning. Fog had filled all the valleys. The air was crisp and the wind was non-existent. Perfect for hunting. Great shot.
Good. It was very difficult, the position.
It's amazing. Simply amazing.
Andrew's stag was a ripper, pretty even and well coloured from rubbing in the bush. The bonus of this stag is it scored over 400. Andrew was delighted. We got home even before the last of the fog had completely lifted. It was a great morning. Our next week's hunting was with John and Doug, a couple of guys that'd grown up hunting and fishing together pretty much all their lives. They'd come to New Zealand for a red stag and a fallow buck. Here's how their hunts went. First up for a stag hunt was John. He wasted no time in taking a monster, heavy and wide, a very cool stag. We had quite a photo session after the felling of this mighty beast. Then it was Doug's turn. Recent rain had made it greasy underfoot, but in pretty good time we were onto a stag. Closer inspection revealed a shooter. Doug got set up on what was the perfect shooting platform. The rest was history.
Oh, Jesus. Smoked him. Oh, Jesus.
A shot just over 200 yards in the base of the neck, that stag had his light switched out instantaneously. Doug was pretty happy. It was a good start to his hunt, and well, what a pretty stag. Over 20 points, nice and even, and plenty of mass. Well, shot of the year goes to John on his fallow buck hunt. Now, this shot was the only shot on offer. This was the only buck we'd seen all morning, and we had a matter of seconds before that deer was going to hop over the fence and disappear into the bush for the day. Now, John was lying there. We'd ranged the distance We'd told him that there was going to be a 13-inch holdover. Now on a target the size of a fallow deer, that's about that much above the line of his spine. Now John pulls off an absolute blinder under a fair bit of pressure. Watch this as an excellent display of marksmanship, and well, congratulations John, we reckon it's shot of the year. Hope you enjoy it.
Oh, you
Sure.
smoked him. $350, buddy. Oh my God. 350. Oh, you
Sure.
smoked him.
If there was a trophy earned this season, it was Doug and his fallow buck. We'd hunted 2.5 days before Doug was finally successful in taking his fallow deer. The first hunt we had a few problems. We ran out of light and things just didn't happen. The second hunt we found a buck, we stalked in on him. By the time we got into position, he'd completely vanished. We spent another afternoon just looking and enjoying the scenery. Sometimes watching deer from a good vantage point pays off. The third hunt was a little bit better. We found a deer from long distance. We put quite a big stalk in. We got into about 180, 190 yards from him, and unfortunately for us, before Tim could even get camera one zoomed in on the animal, Doug let the shot go. Well, the shot went south, the deer headed north into the bush, never to be seen again, and that was that. Like all good hunters, Doug took this miss on the chin, and he was as keen as mustard to have another crack early the next morning. Well, a buck disappeared into the bush, and we looked up in dismay, and there was another buck, the biggest buck we had seen to date, standing there 200 metres away.
Yeah, you got him.
Doug swung the rifle 30 degrees, lined up the shoulder, and let him have it.
Nicely done.
Now Doug had missed a lesser buck. He let another younger buck walk. It's almost like he was holding out for the one up on the hill.
That was the plan all the time.
Nice shot.
Wow.
Yeah, Doug was pretty happy. It was the perfect conclusion to a great week's hunting.